All right, so I woke up this morning with my mind stayed on the problems of this world. Um, I'm about to go run. That's a normal thing. I'm gonna meet my mom in a few minutes. She's diligent about working out, but anyway, I woke up this morning with a lot of worries and anxieties on my mind. And typically, I would sit with that, lay in the bed, and just stress myself out. And I did for a while. I did. But then it just like hit me like, why? Like, for what? Why? And it is verse in the Bible somewhere that I remember vaguely. But the person was talking about how when my anxieties are multiplied or something within me, and then something else. I'm assuming it was basically about prayer. That's what in my mind I'm remembering. So I was like, well, why don't I just talk to the Lord about it? So there's a number of things on my mind, but what I realized is in my constant anxious thoughts, sometimes I'm just like, what do I really want? You know, like what am I really hoping to accomplish in my thoughts, or what do I want other people to do? Because sometimes when it's more about other people. So for one, I was looking on Facebook, and a guy that I went to school with was talking about. I didn't really know. I know some of his story, but basically something with kidney and needing a transplant, and the transplant he had stopped working or isn't working as much. So he actually outright asked for kidney donation. So then I go and I look up that because I'm like, is that something I need to do? You know, what it's like to live without a kidney. I just was thinking all these different things. And and not to say I know for sure I need to give him a kidney, right? But one of my thoughts right after that was, why don't you, and everybody else was saying, I pray for you, I pray for you. And I was thinking, why don't y'all y'all sitting here talking about y'all pray for him, why don't y'all give him a kidney? That's what I was thinking. But the reality is, no, like they were very much right to pray for him. And the Lord can provide a kidney in all the different ways. So that's one thing I was thinking about. Also, yesterday, some guys being ridiculous tried to follow me home. I was leaving my brother's house, and it was an hour drive with traffic. And I was really tired. I was tired when I left, but I was definitely tired once I got home. Like, I was like, literally, I was dozing almost by the time I was like 10 minutes close to my house. And so I really wasn't even aware of my surroundings. But there's a lot of turns to get to the house that I'm living in. And I think by the time I actually turned on the street, it had been at least 5 turns. And I was like, oh, they must live on, my street. But then I turned on a random street that had a cul-de-sac. Just because I just was like, just in case. Turned on a cul-de-sac and basically just drove kind of slow, like I was gonna stop at one of the houses. And then they stopped behind me, like, I guess realizing like this not a through street. So then they pull up in the driveway. And then I rolled on out, kept looking back. Nobody got out the car. So I was like, all right, cool. So now I'm scared for real. Then I keep driving, drove somewhere else just in case they were going to try to follow me. Came back around, drove by that street that I turned on, and the car was gone. And so there was parts of me from last night, also with me waking up really early this morning, kind of like, there was some fear just because I'm by myself, but not as much as it could have been. But anyway, I'm thankful. I'm thankful because, like I said, I was tired. I already driven an hour. The fact that I even was able to notice it before it was too late, you know. So yeah, that is something I was thinking about. But anyway, I was also just thinking about a number of things. Part of me was thinking, why aren't we a more self-evaluating culture? That bothers me, but I realize as an individual person, I am just wired that way. I just am, to evaluate myself since I was a little child. I've been very introspective. It doesn't make me better than anybody, right? Like, everybody has their own superpowers. But my point in saying that is I was frustrated because I was like, I don't know. I just start to feel like people don't really see themselves. But they have so much to say about so many different things. And I'm like, all right, let's be evaluators of life and culture and things and others. It's fine. It's normal and natural. But I'm like, but do you see yourself too? Like, do you really see yourself? So anyway, this morning I'm praying, and I'm saying this on here because I realized once again, instead of me being so worried about that, self-evaluating and being introspective, people need to, because then I start thinking like, how do you teach kids to be self-reflecting and self-evaluating? Plus, I was watching some of my favorite movies are Asian movies, all kinds, from Korean dramas to Japanese stories to Chinese martial arts, all kind of things. So anyway, it was called Shaolin. It was about monks and Buddhism and discipline, which I was really into actually in high school. Not publicly like everybody knew, but once again, I'm very self-reflecting and very much, I love the discipline of the mind. It's this self-control. And not that I had it at all. I admired that. I respected it. Anyway, I was watching that too, and I was like, why can't we be more like, why the American culture can't be more like the Asian culture, and at least with self-discipline and self-reflection, and you have all these men on the movie, and they're like so like self-disciplined. They're monks, mind you, but it just shows. Anyway, so I'm like, just pray that not only will others be self-aware, but that I will be self-aware. So I'm praying for that. I'm praying that I will be more self-aware, and as things are revealed to me, that I will pray about it. Because I can't bear the burdens of the world on my shoulders, and I was never meant to, nor was anybody else other than Jesus. So as much as we could be self-reflecting and seek to be the change in the world and all those wonderful things, give kidneys and all these thoughts, it's important to give it to the Lord. Well, because I choose to believe in the God that I serve. Anyways, yep, that's it. That's my morning prayer, that I would see myself, and also, though, in that, see myself and see God, see myself in light of God. See myself in light of God, or in light of the way God sees me and the way God sees others. And then that goes back to loving God with all my heart, mind, soul, mind, and strength, and loving others as I love myself. And to be honest, even saying that out loud has helped the anxiety of things go away. It hasn't happened all the time the same way. I'm not saying I'm going to do this every morning, but yeah, the things that trouble me the most, I get why people, get on social media and all different things and share it. I'm hoping that too, that they have someone close in their proximity that knows them and knows their life to share with too. Counselors, therapists, just trusted spaces, safe spaces. But I also know the reality is everybody does not, for different reasons. And even for those cases, I do pray that they will seek the Lord and know and believe that the Lord wants to be brought near. I hope I believe that. Today, I'm praying about the things that cause me anxiety, even though I waited a long time. Tomorrow, I may not. Tomorrow, I may lay in my bed and be frustrated. Hopefully not. Hopefully, it'll be more of a discipline for me. So, but we'll see.